All right, you ready to do this?
I'm ready to fuck this chicken.
Oh, shit. Jesus. Okay, we fucked it hard.
I'm a lanai.
I'm the lanai. I made an oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. I muffed it up again.
We ready to do this? We did it, honey.
Fuck that chicken.
What's wrong? Why are you yelling?
I didn't break the DVD player.
Yeah, I'm fine, Dad.
Girl, have I ever told you the story about my brother when we were younger?
2 little spots right here. 2 little spots. Oh,
My brother, when we were younger, he one time stuck his peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the VCR player because he wanted to see how peanut butter was made.
Damn, he was the brightest cradle in that box.
He was.
Lost him.
He did.
Don't. Oh my God.
He wanted to see how peanut butter was made, so he put his PB&J in the VHS.
Oh my God.
That's some homeschool bullshit.
Y'all, that's
We were
y'all's
little.
world. That's y'all's world.
He was like 3.
I don't know what it's like.
Right there.
I don't know what it's like to be homeschooled. Y'all keep that to yourself.
Upon your pout, let all our little secrets out. Got those loose lips speaking fast. A reputation built to last. With that dangerous allure and a single glance, it's a sweet romance. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick.
Hello,
Hi.
and welcome back to another riveting episode of
Loose lips.
And Lipstick with me, Kennedy Ann Scott.
And me. Vanity. Never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
I love it though. It's
How have you been?
Great. It's
Good.
been an adventure.
Has it?
Yeah. I mean, we finally survived Pride.
Finally.
That last weekend was a doozy.
You know, and like I said, I knew it. I predicted it. It actually didn't go that bad for me. It was pretty simple. It was pretty simple.
You have no eyebrows. I'm just kidding.
Duh.
Oh. Just kidding.
I'm just surprised I have skin left after all the shaving. Just.
Oh my God. There was a girl I went to school with. Her name was Rochelle. And she
Love
used
that
to
name.
do little toddler beauty pageants and stuff. And her mom would hairspray her hair and everything like that. And like one time her mom hairsprayed her hair. She bent over to smell a candle, cinched off her eyebrows and her eyelashes.
Oh my
Never
God.
grew them back.
No.
Yeah, never did. Dang.
Down to the quick, honey.
Down to
the
it.
follicle. Just gonzo bonzos.
Just gone.
Oh my gosh.
So just think of it, people. Things could always be worse.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have hair either, so, you know.
I know.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, I have linoleum on certain places of my body, so
Really, I have hardwood.
yeah, it's cheaper. Oh my gosh, well, I'm so glad we're back for another exciting week with one of my good Judies.
Yeah, buddy. Yeehaw.
But this week, we're going to have to get into it.
Yep, it's time.
Yeah, it is. One, we just finished Pride, but Pride is all year round.
Absolutely.
And I guess this week we're going to be celebrating the 250th year of our nation.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, I guess we're just going to rip off the Band-Aid and we're getting into politics today.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, really, this is good for you because we're going to educate you.
Educate me, please.
Yes.
No, I mean, I'm up to date, but I don't know. I think sometimes ignorance is bliss, and I try to stay as ignorant as possible when it comes to politics, but truthfully, it's just getting too dangerous out here, bitches.
It is. It is. And, you know, again, we've talked about this all month long and even more so now, but it's kind of the drag queens, we are educators at the same time, especially with the bills that are coming out and they affect us. We have to educate everyone else who does stay in that ignorance is bliss moment, which I can't fault anybody.
Right.
Everybody wants to hold on to the good as long as they can.
Well, I think it's like, it goes back to kind of what we said last week's episode, where it's just all the time, everything at once. So, like, you know, for me, it's just easier to just check out. And it's not a game to play with, really, but...
No.
You know, I admit my faults, guys.
Yes, but I think this is... we've been wanting to talk about this for a moment just because it is important. And I think sometimes a lot of people don't really understand what the bills say and what they're actually trying to do to us. So I thought it would be good and helpful just to have an episode on what's going on and how you can kind of protect yourself, especially if you're a queen
let's just
or
break
a
it all down
trans.
for them.
Yeah, and break it on down.
Yeah.
We're going to break dance as well.
No, we're not. Because I will break something. You're already trying to ruin the floors.
I know. God.
I haven't even filmed the podcast yet. She's over here throwing her bottle of water across the room.
I got really into the moment.
You sure did.
Whew. All right. Well, let's jump into it. And so the way I kind of wanted us to chat about it today is we're going to talk about the language of the bill. So we're going to read the bill, what it actually says, and then we'll discuss it of kind of like our experiences, some of our friends' experiences, and so on. Sound good, girl?
Sounds like a game plan.
Well, let's get into it.
Okay.
So, for our first law today, we are going to talk about the Tennessee Adult Entertainment Act, or the AEA.
Okay, so that's just technically a statewide one.
Yes, this is just a state one. Okay. So this is what is in effect right now.
And I'm not asking these questions because I'm stupid. I'm asking for clarification for other people that are listening. So
and for herself.
I know it said Tennessee Adult Entertainment Act, but some people might think that this is not.
Well, because some bills have states' names attached to them where they originated from.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally understand. Yeah. But thank you, Van, for going on that. So the law officially called the Tennessee Adult Entertainment Act was signed into law in March 2023, while the media and the public quickly dubbed it as the Tennessee Drag Ban. The word drag actually never appears in the text of the bill itself. The law has had a bumpy legal ride. It was blocked by a federal judge, but a federal appeals court later reinstated it, meaning it is currently active as of right now. So this bill is in place, and the bill is this. So the bill changed existing state laws regarding adult-oriented businesses, like strip clubs.
Okay.
By adding new definitions and restrictions. So the definition, it expanded the definition of adult cabaret to include male or female impersonators alongside topless dancers, go-go dancers, and exotic strippers. The restriction says it bans these performances from taking place on public property, like public parks, streets, or county property, or anywhere there could be viewed by a minor, anyone under 18. So basically this law is saying that these acts, whether you're a go-go dancer, exotic stripper, a drag performer, because we are impersonating. We are impersonating another gender, but also we cannot leave out that this is affecting our trans community as well.
Yes.
So the penalties, if you were to get arrested for this, doing so is a crime. The first offense is a Class A misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine. And a second offense jumps to a Class E felony.
Jesus.
Yeah, which carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 1 year in prison. And then what we know about that, once you go to prison, you do not have the right to vote.
Right.
So, this is a big bill.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the public property, like parks and stuff like that. How is that going to work for, like, Nashville Gay Pride? Like, how is that? Because it's on public property.
It is on public property.
And there are minors who attend Pride. So I guess I'm a little confused on how that's going to be affected.
So the Tennessee ACLU, so they have argued several times. They have argued several times that drag is not inherently obscene. Okay, so drag
depends on who's performing.
I mean, it does depend who is performing for sure, but you're also where you're performing,
correct,
as well. But they have consistently stated that drag is an art form, and it's not inherently lewd or obscene. It's family-friendly drag, such as comedy, dancing, and storytelling. that does not trigger the cabaret restrictions, as they say. But also, a ways around this is they've put age restrictions on certain areas that do not affect the minors or trigger the bill, right?
Gotcha.
So if you have age restrictions, which you've seen now in a lot of our shows, like even working where you work, it's 18 and up, which is a legal adult. So we have these age restrictions, and then I think they have age restriction areas stationed around the park, so you can still have family-friendly events on one side, and then you can do drag and other things. Yes. But again, we have to also... What I always understand about these bills is that these bills are put together by people, one, who have never experienced it. And they've even owned up to that. Like, I've never seen it, but I saw this video or I've heard about this. So you're making laws based on something you've never experienced. And assumptions. Yeah. And we know where assumptions get us a lot.
Absolutely
Nowhere. But I think with this law, it's silly to think that, one, if you don't understand the art form, you're still trying to put every single person into a box that fits your narrative. And because what it says is that male or female impersonators. So impersonation, highest form of flattery, so I've heard. But at the same time, it's like
What?
Oh, go for it.
My question is what are they considering an impersonation?
Exactly.
You know, like, is that just like, let's just say a biological man who dresses up in women's clothing for performance arts purposes?
Yes.
Or is it somebody who is now, let's say, a trans individual and they are dressing up as their preferred gender?
For sure. And I think that's where a lot of the controversy and confusion comes with. So what we also know about what lawmakers do is lawmakers will always make a law very broad.
Well, of course.
And they do this on purpose. So lawmakers will make a law very broad so people self-censor. That's their whole goal. If you don't necessarily understand it, you are more likely to censor yourself from doing something than to actually go through with it, right? So they count on that. That's why a lot of our laws, even the basic ones that we follow every day, they are very broad in the sense that, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get in trouble, you know? But again, it's not obscene what we do. And the fact that a lot of these people think it is obscene, you might see me in something like a skimpy dress, but underneath that, I still have a bodysuit on, I have a corset on, I have so many other garments that are still covering my body. Even if my dress fell off or whatever, you would still see nothing. Yeah. Because we are so put together even underneath our costumes.
The majority of us.
The majority.
Are. Now,
but
let's just call a spade a spade.
Yes.
There are some entertainers who are, I wouldn't say obscene still, but they scantily dressed, yes. Or, you know, but what's the difference in them dressing that way and a woman walking around Walmart in her bikini?
Exactly. Or even
you're not going to see
pop star.
You're not going to see any more or any less from that.
Yes.
So,
and all the outfits that pop stars wear on stage. Yeah. It's nothing different.
It's nothing
than
different.
What they are. It's the only thing that's different is what people like and what they don't like.
It's a personal preference at
yes.
that point. So
yes.
Once again, we're making laws on our personal preferences or our personal opinions instead of thinking about the majority as a whole.
Exactly. Shocking. And then I also kind of find it a slap in the face because we are adults. You and I are both entertainers, and we know how to censor ourselves for what type of event we're doing. I do corporate events, so I know what songs I can do at a corporate event. I don't do cussing in the songs. I know I don't at corporate events. I know language is not okay because HR is there, so I censor myself for the company that I'm entertaining. Right. You know, in the bar scene at 12 o'clock at night, baby, everyone in there is an adult having a good time. Have a good time. Right. We are adults and we know how to censor ourselves where we need to be.
I think though that's where, just to throw from the other side here. Not that I'm in support of this by no means. I'm thinking of every argument that they could come up with.
For sure.
Yes, we are adults and we should be able to, but how many of us actually do though?
True.
This is where it sucks, is all it takes is one bad apple can ruin the whole bunch. And we're in this predicament, not solely based off this, but right in the height of all of this being discussed and originally wanting to come out, there has been entertainers, because we're not the only state that is pulling this card right now.
No.
And so there's been entertainers all over out of rebellion and out of protest, which is, yes, what drag is. However, you have to understand the light that it is shining on the exact thing that they are wanting to silence.
For
right?
sure.
And so I feel like we've had several entertainers that have been in shows where there is children and they're purposefully or not thinking about the ramifications.
True.
So what I'm trying to say is not to sound like a sympathizer, but I can see where they will take those moments
and twist them
and use them against us and blame us all for a whole. But when you go back and you look at those moments and you're thinking of it from a different perspective, you kind of have to go, well, I mean, just based off of that one performance, I kind of wouldn't want to blame them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what sucks.
It does. And I would say in those situations, things are going to happen.
How do we prevent that is what I want to know.
Exactly. Well, I don't know if there is a way to prevent it because you're always going to have a rebel. You're always going to have someone that wants to push the envelope. Yeah. Like, that's just human nature, right? Right. Because I'm not necessarily always a person that wants to follow the rules all the time. Like, I do what I want because I'm a person who deserves to do what they want without hurting someone, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah. If I'm and drag to me brings no harm to no one.
No. It's the people on the opposition that bring the harm.
And it's a choice if you want to attend one. You don't see me at monster truck rallies. Gross. I would never in my life go to NASCAR or something like that.
I would.
Okay. Good.
I would totally go.
Jesus.
I would totally go. But I'm such a little lesbian sometimes. But I just went to the rodeo.
Oh, that's true.
Like, I just went to the rodeo.
But can I be the flag girl if I get to go? I want to wave the checker flag.
Just don't wear anything skimpy.
Dang it. I don't think I wear any. Well,
so no hoochie mama shorts and a bikini top for you.
Dang.
I know.
You're taking away all my fun.
It could be seen as obscene.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's kind of dissect. Let's kind of dissect.
Oh.
Ooh, French. I'm just kidding.
Ooh la la.
Let's dissect why it is so controversial.
Okay.
So, I really did my research on these because I really wanted to be able to explain it to all our listeners. So
your teacher came out on this.
I know. So I am going to read it just because I want it to come across the right way. So the bill sparked a massive national debate, drawing strong arguments from both sides. So, supporters' view. Lawmakers who wrote the bill argued it was entirely about protecting children. They contend that some drag performances are overly sexualized and that parents should have the peace of mind that their kids won't be exposed to adult-themed entertainment at public events like community festivals or parades.
Okay.
So, let's take that part first. So, they always want to say they're protecting children. And my thing is, what are you protecting them from?
My question is actually, is if you're really into protecting the children, then why have I seen like multiple lawmakers just in the Tennessee area alone in the last month being arrested or trying to be thrown off their chairman boards or whatever for having sexual misconduct with a minor, repeated sexual misconduct with a minor, sexual conduct with a minor, but you're wanting, and it's all the same, not necessarily the same people that are writing these laws, but it's all people that are working their way up that chain. Yes. So really, are we protecting our children or
no?
I mean, I think there is a level of protecting children with some of these laws like this. However, I think we're trying to protect them from the wrong monsters.
Oh, for sure. Because if you're putting and pushing blame onto a common enemy, other people can get away with it.
Well, it's all about a distraction. They're distracting y'all from the fuckery that's going on in your own country, which is all of these political people are the ones that are fiddling and diddling your kids.
Yes. One thing that they will... That's true. True. But I will say, to get a law passed, they look at 3 areas that they know that they can get people's support. Children, women, animals. when you use those three mechanisms, you can pass laws that you want because those are what people sympathize with the most. So when they're saying they're slapping protecting children, you're not protecting children because even in our state, our governor did not sign legislation to feed children over the summer.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, protecting our kids. Got it.
We also have had several instances where children in protective custody, child services, were sleeping on the floor of the office buildings. So we're not really protecting children. What we're doing is we're throwing children.
We're stamping it.
Yes.
We're stamping it.
Yes. And also, I was a gay child. Whether I was out or not, I was a gay child, and I would have given anything to see someone up on a stage or even someone spreading joy and like making myself feel seen as a child. You know, I just think they always want to say we over-sexualize, but really the heterosexuals are the ones that always over-sexualize us because they always put themselves in our bedrooms. Constantly. Did I? Ooh.
This is juicy.
What are you thinking over there, girl?
I'm just having like past conversations and like thoughts and stuff that like have happened over my growings up.
Yeah.
And it's very true. It's very true. I mean, as a child, I didn't think anything. Now, obviously, I'm a homosexual male now.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't think anything about like what people did in their bedrooms, or you know, did somebody try and like, you know, I'm trying to think of like some of my more sexualized performances. If I was to have watched them as a young child, I was pretty bright, so I probably would have put two and two together.
Yeah.
However, do I feel like that's something that would have scarred me? No, because, I mean, I watched Scary Movie. I watched, like, a lot of things that were very irreverent for children.
Yes.
And here's the big gag of it all. It's not about protecting children because you give your children unlimited access to the fucking internet.
Yes.
And yes, you can put all the parental safety triggers and shits on your kids' things, but guess what? There's going to be a parent out there that doesn't with their child, and their child's going to befriend that child, and then they're going to be exposed to everything anyways.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, we're in the technological era, and kids know how to find things.
Maybe if the parents and these people would get out of our bedrooms and focus on what was going on or not going on in their household. Like, I don't know, conversations with your young children about, you know, the woes of the world. And yeah, some things may be too young to hear. That's where you're the parent and you're supposed to figure out how to word it for them to understand but not frighten them.
For sure.
Now, my mom was a very no-holds-barred kind of a parent. She told me things that I probably shouldn't have known, respectfully. And but it taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And it taught me quick. And that's how sometimes I feel like how come I'm very just like blunt or unfazed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've also seen, being an educator, you see a lot of different family dynamics and you see a lot of parenting because the parenting from home comes into the classroom and you can tell which parents parent and which parents don't really parent. But another thing that I constantly find is the parents who are really strict on their children, when their kids grow up, they are the more wild ones.
Yes.
And they go off the deep end so far that you're doing a disservice to your child, where you could find a happy medium about, yes, they don't need to know so many things at a young age.
Right.
But you can gradually depict what is important and appropriate at certain times, but also teaching them the way, like you said, the woes of the world. Like, this is important information for them to have to dissect while they're in your house, and they can ask you questions in a safe place.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they're safe.
Yes. Instead of just going out and finding whatever. But, I mean...
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, that was good. But that was what the supporters of the law were saying, that we're protecting
I just
children.
feel like this is one of those things where it's up to the parents and not up to the government.
Yes, and that's, again, where some of the opponents view critics, including the ACLU and the LGBTQIA plus advocacy groups, argue the law is dangerously vague, which I had told you.
I agree.
Because it targets impersonators rather than specific sexual actions. They worry it could be used by local police to target transgender or gender nonconforming people just for existing, speaking, or singing in a public place.
Yep.
And so, true.
Very true.
But also, what are you telling to parents that they can't make adequate choices for their children with this law as well. If you're completely just taking it away for them, that's not your job. You're not their parent. And that's a thin line too. But also,
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
Like, you're basically telling parents they can't parent.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
There's a lot that goes along with it. But again, I want to reiterate that the word impersonator can really affect our trans brothers and sisters.
Yes.
And that's the scary part, because who's to say a Karen's not walking downtown in Nashville, sees one of our friends who is trans and doesn't like it, and because they don't like it, oh, they're impersonating and I feel uncomfortable. That person could potentially be harmed and taken to jail.
Yep.
So there's a lot at play, and I think it's ridiculous as you look at it. But also, I talk about this in my book that I wrote, No Tea, No Shade, Life as a Drag Queen. Thank you. But I talk about, I am a teacher, and when this bill came out in 2023, I was really nervous because I was contemplating, do I give up something that is a passion of mine?
Yeah.
Where teaching and drag are both passions. Was I going to have to give one up for the other? And if I gave drag up, it was really hard because drag saved my life, and me contemplating two things that I love put me in a really dark place for a while because I didn't know what was going to happen with this law. Like, if I was walking into lipstick one night, was a cop just going to jump out, oh my gosh, you're impersonating, go to jail, and then I'd lose everything.
Yeah.
Right? So there was a lot to think about. Now I've done my research, I've understood the law, and I'm like, whatever, try it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like when this all first kind of came up and like all of this was being discussed and things of that nature, I was, I'm a smoker. Mm-hmm. So if I go to smoke out front, mm-hmm. am I going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's tried it yet. It's fine. But every time I see a child, I'm telling you what, and first of all, why are people walking down Church Street? Why is the children walking down Church Street?
I have no idea.
Get them on the schooners. Get them on the scooters. Natural selection. Just saying. Just kidding. Don't do that. But however, there's a lot of them that do walk down, especially during the daytimes when I'm doing brunch and this that, and the other. Girl, I just turned myself completely around. The other day there was this one, and he walked. And God, he had to have been like 7, 8, and him and his parents walked by, and I turned. I guess the mom saw my look on my face, and I turned really quickly, and she goes, oh honey, you are so fine, don't worry about it. And I said, I'm not taking any chances in today's economy.
True,
girl.
Yeah, and it's sad that we have come to that place where we have to feel like we have to censor ourselves just for even existing.
Yeah.
And that's where I get really perturbed, because one, not fair. So you're also saying, oh, I have my rights. I don't have my right fully because obviously,
right,
I can't be in public doing my own life according to you and your bills.
Right.
But I also wanted to bring up this good point. Are drag shows illegal in Tennessee? No. Drag is not entirely illegal in Tennessee. The law does not ban drag outright.
Correct.
It specifically targets performances that are legally considered obscene or purely adult-oriented when children are present. So, meaning you wouldn't take your child to a burlesque show, you wouldn't take them to a strip club, and again, drag is not just obscene in itself.
Correct.
So, traditional drag shows happen inside 18 and up, or 21 and up if you're at Lipstick, because we're 21 and up. Or Tribe. Private clubs or enclosed venues that restrict minors are still completely legal.
Yeah.
The friction point is mostly around public all ages events like pride parades, community markets, or drag queen story hours. So live.
Gotcha.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's where you kind of get most of that.
What is a community market? Like, what is that? Because that sounds like fun and I want to go.
I know. But what I'm thinking, what they mean by community market is like farmers markets. Like the other night I went to Low Bar, and they were doing a vintage market where they had lots of resellers with vintage items.
Okay, but that was Low Bar. So
that was Low Bar.
And that was a bar.
But they did have a drag show.
Right.
But again, like if it was like at a farmer's market where all ages could come, you'd still have to have a certain area marketed just for 18 and up. And it would still have to be like kind of out of the way. So like it's still like kind of like Battleship, where you kind of have to like So overall, the Tennessee General Assembly has continued to introduce a heavy volume of legislation targeting LGBTQIA community. And we're going to jump into that, but I just kind of wanted to get our final thoughts on this bill specifically because you and I are both entertainers. Yeah. I also think I feel like sometimes living in a bigger city, we don't feel the full effects as someone who lives in a rural area like Cookeville, all these areas that they have to have or they're not allowed to have queer spaces necessarily, like Pride and all that. Like Sumner County, Morgan and all them, they throw it on their farm. Yeah. So it's a private property. And so they do Sumner County Pride out on their farm, private property. So you can do that. But I think us living in a bigger city kind of shields us from some of the bigger issues sometimes. Yeah. Thankfully. But at the same time, it's still real and it still happens in our area as well. Do you feel affected by it, or have you felt?
Luckily, not overly. I've not felt affected by it. Thank goodness. However, I've mentioned it and I've said it once, and I'm going to say it until the day I pull a Tracy and quit drag. I don't want to be around children to begin with. Yeah. So therefore for me, it's actually kind of out of my protection too, because then I don't have to put myself in a position where I'm around your snotty-nosed little brats.
For sure.
So.
And I feel like in the drag community, I am kind of like, a rare gem because I do work with children and I do that.
I just know myself and I know my mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm just good. Yeah. I'm good. Now if there's like this is where I think it would affect me if I put myself in a position where there's like a 16-year-old that would, I would be more comfortable with that than I would like I'm not trying to go around nobody's 7, 5, 8, 9 A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of kid. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want it. I don't. But I'm not a kids person anyways. There's only a select few kids that I can appreciate. That's about it.
Well, and I hear that.
So I'm not affected by it. I hate it for those who, like you, are kind of great with kids, and like I think you could do a great drag queen story hour. Yeah. Truthfully, I hate that it kind of does hinder that kind of exposure to younger people who may be also, part of the community and stuff like that. But once again, parents parent. Yeah. Like if you know that your child is, because you may not know, but I mean, not all children are obvious, but if you suspect, I mean, just. Yeah. And you're okay with it or whatever, and you're supportive, then maybe you start exposing them.
Yeah, and I always say don't be your child's first bully.
Yeah. Maybe you start exposing them. Do it little ways. Like, yeah. You don't have to show them, like, Queer as Folk, but, like, introduce them to, like, I don't know, a gay Dr. Seuss character. Yeah. Horton Hears a Who. Right? Something. The Lorax. Fucking Cat in the Hat.
I love that you're just listing off characters.
Well, they all have homosexual tendencies.
I'm sure they do, honey. Yes.
I mean, duh.
Oh my God, I love.
The only one that's not gay, I don't think, is the Grinch, but he's hyper feminine, so he's still on the fence for me.
And here you have it, words of wisdom by Vanity. Oh my gosh, no, but I get it. Like, and it's been crazy because like when I hosted Pride last year on the main stage, there was a whole article that came out against me, and the article title was "Middle School Teacher Moonlights as Drag Queen on the Weekend." Yeah. And they were trying to throw me under a bus and say I wasn't, equipped to do my job and all that. And, the funny thing about it was the people who called my school trying to get me fired didn't even live in our state. No. And I'm like, so you just do something with your life.
It sounds like to me like you need to go touch some fucking grass. Yes. Go reconnect with art and.
But also, yourself. Like the article was very flattering. Like it used really good comments about me, and like I was like, what is happening? It had one photo in there of me and a friend at a Halloween party, and they were like, Slinkard has all of these tasteful photos except for this one. And they went through Bishop's Instagram to get it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, it's just
Well,
crazy.
so how did your school react to that?
My
your
principal was
administration.
amazing. I went in whenever, because they pulled me into their office and they sat me down. They're like, okay, we want you to know this is happening. And I was like, my initial reaction, I started apologizing. I just started apologizing for them having to deal with it.
Yeah.
It was happening to me. And again, because
did you know going into that conversation that it was going on, or was that like,
no, that was
surprise
my
for you?
first thing.
Oh my God.
And so then we were out. Well, I had known that the article came out on the Sunday before they brought me in and I didn't know the article was even out. Someone showed me. They're like, "Hey, this is
That's what
out
I'm
there."
saying.
Oh,
so you
no,
knew that,
I
you knew about the article before
I knew
going
about the
in.
article going into school, but I didn't know that they had tried to call my school.
Gotcha.
So I did not know that was going down until they brought me to that. They said, "We want you to know this has happened," and I started apologizing because my trauma kicked in. Like once again, it was my fault.
Yeah.
You know? So I started apologizing and they're like, "It's okay. Like, we want to make sure you're okay." And that was the first time I'd ever seen an employer with me be like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm used to being bullied. Like,
ridiculed. And,
I'm used to being ridiculed
hecklers.
and told I was nothing. Like, this was a walk in the park, but I wasn't I was terrified that they were going to like, "Oh, we have to let you go. We have to do this."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But they had my back. The lawyer for the school system had my back. Like, they're like, "We can send this, this, and this." And I was like, "Okay."
I'm surprised like the whole district didn't try and come at it.
Yeah, they
Like in a negative sense.
no, because we are an MPS for all.
Gotcha.
So we are very safe and we are very accepting.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Now-
so I got very lucky.
Well, so that leads me to ask questions about like, what about like, has any of your children's parents addressed it with you?
I have had interactions with parents. I've had a lot more positive than I have negative. One, because not that I am myself at school, but I don't clash those two worlds together.
Correct.
But the parents see what I do for my students.
Yeah.
And then they, parents, if their child is happy, learning, growing, they are good. Like,
yeah.
And I take it upon myself to do.
Once again, pay attention to your children.
I pay attention to my job and I do it well. I don't do anything half-ass.
Yeah.
I go in it 110%.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like parents pay attention to your children because like if they're not showing signs of something happening at school,
yeah,
I don't think you should really worry about it.
I was voted on by the kids most iconic teacher.
Iconic.
I won. When a 14-year-old tells you you're iconic, honey,
right.
I'm good.
Right.
I made it.
So.
But yeah, so no, I mean, I've had some negative in like, where a parent has called me the F slur to my face.
Oh, glamour.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, they did not. So I used to be like when I taught elementary, I was the show director, which means I got Disney musicals in schools for my school, and it's a grant through Disney and through TPAC here, and so we did auditions. I'm very strong component in you don't always get what you want.
Same.
And because that's how I just think we make better human beings when we don't feed everything to them.
Correct. Not everybody gets a fucking trophy.
Yes. So I try to take as many students as I can into my productions, but there is a limit because I did it for free. I did it after school for free. All these things, but a student didn't get a role what they wanted, and the dad was upset, and they're like, "I can't believe you did not choose my child," and like all this. And
you should have seen their audition.
And he said, "You're a fag, and I don't want my child around you anyways." And I was like, "Cool. Well, I guess I did you a favor then, Well, I did you a favor.
If it was that big of a deal beforehand, then why are you in my face bitching about how she didn't get the fucking part or he didn't get the part?"
Yeah, but I also love that moment when people think they got you, and I'm like, "Baby, my dad has said worse things than you."
Right.
Whatever. But
I'm just interested to find all that out because I've always wondered, and I'm so glad that this is the topic we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a really great way for me to ask you about that.
Good.
So,
well, thank you. I'm glad. But, I think it's important that we do educate ourselves on the bills that are going through because it affects our lives. Like, if you and I went and did a gig in another county...
Yeah.
there's no telling if the law enforcement there is friendly or do they want to make an example out of us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's always that one person that wants to make an example out of someone, and whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm over here reading.
No, you're fine.
I'm seeing, like, I want you to kind of talk to me about this. The Tennessee General Assembly has continued to introduce a heavy volume of legislation targeting LGBTQIA plus community, but according to tracking data from advocacy organizations like the Trans Legislation oh my God, that was a lot for my brain. The Trans Legislation Tracker and the Human Rights Campaign, lawmakers have tracked 44 anti-transgendered and oh my God.
Just this year.
44 anti-transgendered and anti-LGBTQIA plus bills in Tennessee.
In our state.
Now, that doesn't necessarily just mean Nashville. That
No,
just means in
yes.
Tennessee as a whole.
Tennessee as a whole.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. I mean...
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing that the state has consistently led the country in the sheer number of these bills introduced each year. The 2026 legislative slate spans across several categories, including education, healthcare, marriage, and public performances. Key bills in the 2026 session, while some bills have been deferred or taken off notice, a few major pieces of legislation has gained significant traction and has passed chamber votes.
Yes, to go to the floor to be voted on.
Gotcha.
Yes. So we have several different bills that have gone through this past legislation cycle. Some have made it, some have not. So the one is the HB 1473, which is called the Marriage Exemption Bill.
Okay.
Sponsored by Representative Gino Bolso. This controversial bill passed the Tennessee House in February of this year. It states that private citizens, businesses, insurance companies, and hospitals are not legally obligated to recognize same-sex marriage under the 14th Amendment, explicitly referring to them as purported marriages.
Clamor.
Yeah. So now we know that this is against the Constitution.
Correct.
Because in 2015, we all got the right to legally marry. Now, here's the thing. So this did pass.
Right.
Now, we have people going to court, arguing against it, and all that kind of stuff. The whole goal that I have found when I've researched and asked, like, professionals in this, like lawmakers and stuff like that, so they know that that bill is illegal and goes against so many, the 14th Amendment, nationally. Their whole goal is to, once you pass a bill like that and then it gets overturned, they can resubmit it and it goes through the court system. Their goal is to get it all the way to the Supreme Court, so the Supreme Court will eventually overrule Obergefell.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal. That's why a lot of different states do it.
Yep.
And so when you have so many that are doing it, they know it's against the law, they know what they're passing, but they're doing it to get it all the way up to the Supreme Court, so they can completely overturn it for the whole nation. That is their goal. We also had the HB 884, expanded performance restrictions. So they expanded even more for us.
Glamour.
Yes.
They really love us here.
Yes. It introduced right at the start of 2026 session. This is the one that they kept coming back. And remember Friends of George in Memphis? They were trying to argue this. Okay, so this is that one that they were... So this was the very first bill they tried to put through in January when they came back into session. Honey, if you are so worried about the gays and the theys and you don't have time to fix the real problems, get your life together. Because we had a lot of real problems in January, not just this. So... what it introduced, it was introduced then. So the bill targets venues that host even a single drag show or adult-themed activity per year. It would automatically classify them as an adult-oriented business. Now, in Tennessee, when you classify as an adult-oriented business, like a strip club, you can't sell alcohol.
Nope.
You have to bring your own.
Yep.
So that right there already would be bad for business. Legally forcing them to operate at least 1,000 feet away from public parks, schools, church, and residential areas. The bar I work at is less than 1,000 feet from a daycare.
Yep.
So, even though we don't have the same time...
The bar I work at is less than 1,000 feet from residential.
There you go. So another thing is what
I believe it might be.
What?
I think it's this.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. With all those
yes, with all those
behind me.
apartments down there. Yeah. So, and the new one that's going up right on the corner. Yes. So, what also you're saying is what they forget is queer spaces bring in a lot of revenue.
Yeah.
For the city and state.
Correct.
So, whether they want to admit it or not, drag shows are very marketable and very lucrative. And they hate to say that.
Well, duh.
But this one did not pass. It was struck down. And they're going to try to probably move it again when they come back. But, honey, it's what are you doing? What are you
You're
doing?
wasting your time and your resources.
Yes.
Quite frankly. I mean, we should be worrying about other things. Like, I don't know, the infrastructure in our city is fucking terrible.
It is. Fix the potholes.
You could fix the pothole or two. I don't know. Maybe we should not be focusing on putting up this data center here by the Nashville Zoo and really drowning out our resources.
Right.
Maybe we should be, like, I don't know, thinking of other things.
But see,
maybe not building a fucking tunnel from the airport to fucking downtown because all of our Tesla drivers need that.
Right.
No, it sounds to me like we're building a human trafficking fucking tunnel down there. Gotta get them kids out there somehow.
Right. So another thing is we have to
our
understand
children.
with bills and laws and all.
Sorry. I'm still bitching about it.
No, I love
Just
it.
protect our children, but we're going to build a whole underground tunnel so that way they can, traffic them faster.
Right.
They can get them from the White House to the airport and ship them off.
She on a tangent now, baby. We got her.
Girl.
But also, what we also have to realize with laws is solved problems don't make money. And a lot of our lawmakers are tied up into some real big money.
Yeah.
And when we solve problems like no more hungry children, when we our infrastructures, then what do they have to complain about? Yeah. Whereas if they go after our community, they can at least go back to the people who voted for them like, okay, so I couldn't fix this and I couldn't bring down the grocery prices, but you know what I did? I got rid of the drag queens.
Fuck them. The man dresses.
Yeah.
They're the biggest problem, not the homeless people.
Right.
Not our unhomed people.
Right. And they're trying to make that a crime too.
Which is ridiculous.
It's crazy. But
I'm telling you, they're building that tunnel so they can traffic them children from the airport.
Breaking news.
I'm telling
breaking
you.
News.
You watch our trafficking rate go through the roof once that tunnel's built.
Probably.
Quote me.
I'm going to quote you. Quote you right now. Save it right here. Then we have the HB 1474, which is the No Pride Flag or Month Act, which we know that they've already made our month now, Nuclear Family Month
or whatever.
Whatever. And they're also actively, I just learned this, they are also actively trying to change the month of June from Pride Month to Dinosaur Month. And I kid you not. I kid you not.
Now, listen, I know a lot of drag queens with autism who would love that shit.
Oh, my God. They're like, we can get behind Nuclear Dinosaur Month.
My drag daughter being one of them, she'd be like, yeah, dinosaur.
Oh, my God. But they're also doing the No Pride Flag or Month Act. This bill aimed to completely ban the display of the pride flags or emblems on any state-owned or local government property and explicitly prohibit state entities from officially recognizing the month of June as Pride Month. It was taken off the immediate calendar in April, but represents a major push by the supermajority. So they took this off. And then that's when the name change came in. They're like, well, let's just make it Nuclear Family Month. You know, they're trying
every which way to find the loophole so they can get their fucking way.
Exactly. And then we also had the HB 1666 pronoun.
Grammar.
I know, right? Pronoun and honorific restrictions. So the expanding piece of legislation aimed to protect teachers, students, and contractors from being required to use a person's preferred pronouns or gender-affirming honorifics in school and state settings. So,
girl,
but we also have a law in the state, like, as a teacher, like, if a child identifies as something else at school, I have to notify the parents.
I know.
And that's why I do not tell I was like, I'm calling everyone by their name.
Yep.
And it can be a nickname.
Yep.
You know, it's really just heartening to to be in such a culture right now where they would rather hate on people than help people, and then slap that I'm a big old Christian on it.
Yeah.
That's the most disgusting part. But basically the big picture, because Tennessee operates with a veto-proof legislative supermajority, bills that pass the House and Senate face very few structural roadblocks before being signed into law by the governor. Activist groups like the Tennessee Equality Project have characterized this year's legislative volume as a continued coordinated effort to restrict LGBTQIA plus visibility in public spaces. They're just trying to they're trying to take us out. But the fact that one thing you're forgetting, I don't need a flag to tell me who I am. I don't need you all to recognize me because I'm still going to exist at the end of the day. We're not going anywhere.
For now.
Oh, I'm still going to exist
Until the camps come up.
That's fine. I'm going to haunt these bitches when I'm dead. Going to come back and boo.
I will survive.
Could you imagine? We're just in their houses like, I will survive. Hey, hey.
Girl.
Honey, I will sing Shaka Khan at the top of my lungs while you're trying to sleep.
I'm every woman.
Just go in their bathroom and flush the toilet.
Girl.
Who's there, bitch? So it just really irks me that, one, I chose to move to this state because, one, I love Nashville and it was fun to come. But two, I know a lot of people are scared and it is not LGBTQIA friendly and it is not fair and there's a lot going on. But my call to action for everyone is don't move away just because it's getting tough. Because we have to stay and fight to some sort. Because if we give up now, they can do whatever they want.
I absolutely understand what you're saying.
Yes.
But, I mean, if they just want to throw all of us on an island, why can't we just give them Tennessee? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give them the whole state of Tennessee and Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They can have the South and we'll take over.
And we'll just move.
Yeah.
Like, what's Epstein's Island doing right now?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Isn't it abandoned? We can make that just drag queen Mecca. Yeah. We'll reshape it to look like a giant can of got-to-be hairspray.
You can make islands now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Animal Crossing up in this bitch. Just do it.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness,
I know.
like, let them have it.
They're ridiculous.
Girl, I can't.
I know.
These people are crazy.
I know.
And they want to call us crazy.
Right? So what I think I said the word veto proof up in the big picture, and what veto proof means is when a legislature is described as veto proof, it means one political party holds so many seats that they have the power to pass a law even if the governor completely rejects it. And right now we are very heavily Republican. As you know, they've redrawn all of our lines and all of that.
I bet they were drawing them lines when they were at them election parties in the bathroom.
Probably. And then also when they shut down Grindr.
Well, shit.
At the convention. So basically, because they hold so many seats, it doesn't really matter. So the system of checks and balances works like a 3-step ladder. The legislature passes a bill. The governor can either sign it into law or use a veto to reject it and block it from becoming a law. But our governor is a Republican. Most of our seats in our state legislature is Republican. So it's just kind of an easy, it's a veto proof. So they can, the legislator can try to override that veto, but it requires a much higher percentage of votes than it took to pass the bill the first time. But we, again, don't have that problem here because we're mostly Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've gerrymandered all of our lines, so
yeah,
it looks more purple and all that. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so I wanted to kind of jump into the broad LGBTQIA plus rights. So the ACLU data, the American Civil Liberties Union, which is the ACLU, is tracking 530 anti-LGBTQ bills across the whole United States.
Okay, so let's talk about how many children going hungry. Let's talk about anti-data centers. Let's talk about infrastructure bills. Let's talk about those. How many of those compared nationwide?
Exactly. It doesn't.
Right.
Because, again,
Right.
those solve
I'm just really hammering
No,
this
I know.
point
But
home.
yeah, but those solve problems don't make them any money.
Right.
And they're not, again.
You know what does make them money?
What?
Child trafficking.
Vanity is trans investigating everything. I know, it's true. But transgender specific rights. So trans legislation tracker data looking specifically at bills targeting our trans brothers and sisters. The trans legislation tracker is monitoring an unprecedented 793 bills across 43 states. Not even across 50. That's across 43 states, plus an additional 127 federal bills. So the 793 are state alone.
Correct.
Where there's 127 federal, which affects everybody across the board. So introduced in Congress. Where the bills are concentrated. So, fun fact, the national federal level of 127 bills were introduced in the U.S. Congress. Oklahoma, leading right now with 59 bills.
That checks out.
Missouri, where I came from, which is a very homophobic state, 53 bills. South Carolina, 45 bills. And look where we are, Tennessee, 44 bills.
Yep.
So, we are in the top.
Not even Texas. I'm shocked.
Not even Texas, baby. What all these bills focus on that they have entered into the Congress. The vast majority of the legislation introduced nationwide falls into three massive categories. They are education, which around 200 bills. These focus heavily on K through 12 classrooms, including the Don't Say Gay or trans expansions. Mandatory pronoun policies, students' preferred pronouns without parental consent, book bans and restrictions on displaying pride flags. Healthcare, around 195 of these bills, targets gender-affirming care, while previous years focused almost exclusively on minors. A growing number of these bills are now attempting to restrict insurance coverage, funding, or legal access to care for transgender adults as well.
I guess my question is what do they honestly think is going to happen from all of this? Like, we're all just going to transition ourselves into Christians and
yeah, that's what they want.
I mean, here's the thing. Cool, great, I got it. But I'm going to tell you, that's not going to be how that works.
No, it doesn't. And another thing is one thing that.
And let
happens,
me rephrase that. Turn ourselves into radical Christians.
Oh yeah.
Because I identify as Christian,
Yeah.
and I'm not nearly this batshit crazy.
Our God
I mean,
is
I'm
an
just saying.
awesome God. Right.
This little
The religious trauma.
It's gonna be this little light of mine while I'm going down that tunnel watching them human traffic people.
Hide it under a bush.
Girl.
No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Hiding under a bush? Nope, we're just gonna hide them underneath the tunnel. Just traffic them kids through. That's what we need to be paying attention to. It's
But
not
they don't. 'Cause
It's not
you
the
like
F and T slurs.
right? And then obviously the really hot topic of sports.
Yeah.
About 100 of those bills focus on these seeking to codify strict biological sex at birth, definitions to ban transgender girls and women from participating. Why are they not trying to ban trans men?
Because they're already viewed as inferior.
I know.
They're already viewed as inferior, but what they don't realize is that testosterone ain't no shit to fucking play with. A. B. Girl, just...
No, I know. My whole point of this was to get Van upset. I'm just kidding.
Well, mission accomplished!
Oh
Flips
God.
table, throws water bottles. I'll get my bread knife out, bitch.
But also, like, we always focus on the frickin' sports, and it annoys me to death.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm split or bipartisan or anything like that. I don't fucking do the sports, so I don't really understand why it's important. If a trans man wants to get out there and play, pro football, let him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, what is it going to hurt?
Yes. Now, I will say, out of all of these bills that we've talked about with, like, the federal bills, only about 50 to 60 have successfully passed. I know, still too many, but at the same time, at least not all of them, because there are still some people with brains in there that are saying, no, that's not right.
Hell, I look at it this way. Let whoever play whatever sport they want to and identify however they want to. If the locker room's the issue, hell, put them in the coat closet. That's where we get dressed.
It is. It's
Shit. Problem solved.
true. Right? Mm-mm.
I mean, my God.
It's just crazy to me to think that as a child, I knew where I stood in life, where people would always come at me, but I knew it would take us a long time to get to a certain, time. I just never thought we'd start going backwards.
Yeah.
I knew we would stall for a while, just because we're creatures of habit. I just never...
History always repeats itself.
It does, but it also is kind of a spiral, because you learn a little something each time you do it. So it comes close to it, but it just spirals.
Well, what have we learned this round? That they're human trafficking kids through the tunnels.
Those Baptist preachers.
Kennedy's over it. She's like, please, if you mention this damn
No,
tunnel,
I mean, it's...
these
but
damn children.
No, I get it. I get it, because...
That's why they want to protect the kids.
I know.
Because they want to protect them so that way they can travel them
Well, I know.
more.
Well, you see a lot of those news stories. It's always the youth pastors. It's all these
It's always
people.
your youth pastors. It's always some white, creepy old Uncle Dave looking motherfucker who works at the school.
Not Uncle Dave.
I mean, I ain't never seen no transgender woman or, transgendered man. I ain't never seen, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but it's so few and far and fucking between.
Yeah.
Every day, we should just get rid of white people.
What? Right. And there it is.
Cis white men.
We just figured it out.
We don't need them.
No.
We don't need them.
But, and then I just kind of, we kind of touched on this, but Tennessee has one of the highest rates of rural hospital closures in the entire country right now, but we're more worried about drag queens and trans people.
Yeah.
That's where I get our infrastructures. We have rapid population booming in Middle Tennessee, and we still have yet to expand the road system or our transportation system that we desperately need. But
They're expanding it. They're building a tunnel underneath.
Oh my God. Yes.
Because if we get all the ugly ass Teslas off the road, we can all drive freely.
They're shaped after his body.
Well,
If you've seen his body in a swimsuit, you turn it on its side, it looks like that.
that's awful. It's so bad.
It's a Cybertruck.
Girl.
Big bodied bitch.
Yanking them kids up and taking them down that tunnel.
I know, right? So, I mean, we have bigger issues and bigger
I'm
fish
going to
to
get a
fry.
phone call over this. The governor's going to call me and be like, what the fuck?
Someone's uncle in this room.
Oh, creepy. Who's your uncle?
Yeah, tell us. So, yeah, we have bigger issues
Call him.
that need to...
Call him right now. I got a lot to say.
Oh, we have a lot to say.
Could you imagine if I was on tequila while we were having this conversation?
Oh, honey.
One, I don't think we'd make it through the first question because I'd be just going off.
No, I love it, though.
Okay. Anyways, back to what
No,
we were
I love it, though. I wanted to talk about these today because I think it's important for us to stay abreast on the latest topics.
That was obscene.
Conversation.
You shouldn't have said that.
I know. Well, just trying to give them what they want, baby.
Give them what they say we do.
Yeah. But I just think it's important that we stay educated on what's actually
Very
going
important.
down. And I get tired of people always saying, you have rights. You're fine.
No, I have lefts. Whatever left of my rights.
Right. Right.
Left.
Yeah. But God dang. Ooh, I love this. But yeah, so if we don't educate ourselves, then we can't help ourselves. Yeah. And so I think it's important, and then again, as a drag performer, I take it upon myself every show to shine a light on our community and tell people this is what's going on. And they are affecting our trans brothers and sisters the most. And I say it every time I get a microphone because of trans women, black trans women, and black lesbians and drag queens. We have the rights that we do today because they threw me at Stonewall.
They threw you.
Apparently that's what's been going around. I was the first brick, baby. That's just what I heard on the street.
Rather come in first than last.
Yeah. Hey. Oh my gosh. At least I just come in place.
Well, Well,
Well,
I don't know how to respond.
oh my God, I made her speechless.
Well.
But anything else you want to add before we take a little break?
Only thing that I really seriously would like to add is that they're building the tunnels underneath to traffic the children.
If you hit it, we broke the news.
God.
We're gonna come back when it gets done, and she gonna show you.
No, but I'm being dead ass.
No,
though.
I know.
If anyone really takes the time and does that research, I mean the numbers and the it's astronomical. It's just astronomical how they're like focusing so hard on all of these anti-LGBT and trans laws that it's almost like they're just explicitly ignoring. Sorry, they're scrolling on the TV, and it's funny to me because I just see Kennedy's like waving, and it looks like she's like doing a pageant wave, and but yeah, if you do any kind of extensive research, you can tell that. That's something not right in this world.
Yes.
So.
But it's so true.
But it's all for protecting of the children.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
But when they actually protect the children, we'll know. It's the same people who... It's
the same people that are wanting to protect the children, like I said, that are fiddling and diddling them.
Yeah. And that we're just going to take a break on that point.
Yeah.
Y'all have been listening to...
Loose Lips.
And Lipstick with me, Kennedy Ann Scott.
And me, the one against the tunnel that's trafficking the children, Vanity.
And we'll be right back after this commercial. Commercial?
Oh, God, I bet it doesn't have any men dresses in it.
Do you love gossip? Do you have loose lips? Do you wear lipstick? Well, we have a pod for you. Join hosts Vanity and Kennedy Ann for their pod Loose Lips and Lipstick. Kisses!
And now it's time for our Showgirl Showcase. This week's Showgirl that we are showcasing is none other than Vivica Steele. Vivica Steele is a Nashville-based drag entertainer, media personality, entrepreneur, and community advocate, known for her larger-than-life personality and unwavering commitment to empowering others. As the creator and host of The Queen's Table 615, she uses her platform to spark meaningful conversations around leadership, community impact, social issues, and personal growth. Beyond the stage and microphone, Vivica is a successful business owner and passionate advocate for breaking barriers and creating opportunities for others. Her mission as a self-proclaimed breaker of chains is centered around helping individuals overcome generational challenges, embrace their authentic selves, and build lives filled with purpose, abundance, and possibility. Known for her wit, authenticity, and heart, Vivica has become a respected voice throughout Nashville's entertainment business and nonprofit communities. Whether she's hosting events, performing, interviewing influential guests, or championing positive change, she brings a unique blend of humor, inspiration, and real-world experience to every audience she reaches. Vivica's simple message for you is also very powerful. Your past does not define your future. Everybody has the ability to break the chains that hold them back and create a legacy of hope, success, and impact. Once again, that was your Showgirl Showcase. Thank you, Vivica Steele.
And we're back!
Yes!
Oh, girl, did you enjoy your little break?
I did enjoy my little break.
Did you go cool down?
Yeah, I had to go.
They're in the tunnels! I'm just kidding.
They're in the tunnel. Yeah, no, I had to go stick my head in the freezer for a couple seconds.
She had to cool down and down.
It might have been the microwave. I'm not sure. It all kind of looks alike in there after a couple drinks.
Oh, my God. I am dead.
Girl. Ooh.
Well, from our conversation, they can't bring our joy down, baby. We're going to still be Vanity and Kennedy kicking up, doing our thing.
Why are you shaking your titties at me?
I just wanted you to lighten up.
That's too obscene.
That's too
obscene. We got to protect the children.
It's the reason we don't have rights.
Nope, all left.
Well, now that we're back, welcome back to
Loose Lips
and Lipstick with me, your titty shaking lady, Kennedy Ann Scott.
And me, the one who has to watch it, unfortunately, Vanity.
And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Petty Confessions. This week, I have a really funny petty confession, and I'm going to share with you all.
Oh, I can't wait.
Here we go. If a friend sends me a screenshot of a text conversation to complain about someone, but forgets to crop out the top, I completely ignore the drama and just zoom in on their 12% battery life or their 4,000 unread emails and text back, "Babe, your life is in shambles. Please find a charger."
Oh my God. First of all, who wrote that about me? If y'all can see the notifications on my phone, it is ridiculous.
I submitted that one this week about you.
Me. What was it? Oh God, not to get off topic here, but one time Plex was working, and this was back when the dressing room was still 2, and it was a New Year's Eve or something big, and I was in there helping her, and like her drink spilled and she asked for napkins, and as she was trying to clean up the drink, she knocked over all of her bobby pins and everything was just going everywhere. And I simply just looked at her and said, "Hey, so your life is falling apart. I'm going to let you go. I'll have my people call your people." And the whole time she was shouting, "Bring napkins." I never came back with napkins.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Oh my God. So
I just love the text message. "Babe, your life is in shambles. Please find a charger."
Please find a charger.
Oh my gosh. I've done this before to someone. Just been like, "Girl, your life is girl, your life is strong enough. Like, get over it."
I think after my story that I just told you, yeah, I think it's obvious that I would do this one.
Oh, yeah.
I would absolutely do that in a heartbeat. In a effing heartbeat. But I actually might even just send back a picture of the battery life and not have any context or anything to it. Just
a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, girl.
Clean your life up.
Bishop, would you do that? Nod yes. Blink twice if you need help.
Oh my God. I always say to like my students and stuff when they start like falling apart, like, get your life together.
Get it together. Pull yourself together. Speaking of gay icons from the last episode, I can't believe I didn't say her, Edna Mode.
Oh, yeah.
She is a gay icon. Anyways.
Your fashion is terrible.
No capes.
No capes.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so I have a petty confession, and I love this level of petty. I do. I'm proofreading it, and I'm loving it. But this submitter said, "Whenever a straight couple asks me to take a photo of them out in public, I will take exactly one good, centered photo, and then 3 more where the framing is just slightly off or the background is a little too prominent, just to balance out the straight privilege."
You don't have to worry about your rights. You're fine.
You don't have to worry about it. But here's a picture.
Oh my
God.
That is so funny.
Well, first of all, when people ask me anything on the street, I say, "No, thank you, I'm good." And I just keep pushing. So I probably will never fall into that. So, but if by the random off chance that I did say sure or acknowledge their presence, I would probably do that in a heartbeat.
I would too.
Because it's just
enough.
It's an inconvenient petty.
Yes.
And that is more diabolical to me sometimes.
Yes. But I wonder even if they would notice. Maybe they would.
I mean, it just depends on how badly the photos were.
Well, that's true. Like, his head's like blurry.
Have you seen that video where it's the guy and he's trying to take a picture of this girl? I think it's like at Disneyland. And he's trying to like position her directly in the photo so it says something vulgar in the background. That's what I would do. I would specifically be like, "Can you scoot to the left a little bit?" Just so that way, however they block the wording, it spells out something foul.
I love that.
Fuck your privilege.
Yeah. Try being us, Amy.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know
how it is. Oh my gosh. And this has been Petty Confessions. Ooh.
Girl.
Oh, Lord. We've had a time.
We've had a day. We've had a day. Ooh, us walking them tunnels, girl.
Oh my God.
I brought it back.
We're in the blast zone. And now we're going to get into our lovely portion of the show called Tips and Tricks. Do you have a tip or a trick for our lovely fan base today?
Learn how to sew.
Ooh.
Learn how to sew. And it's not for any other reason, but like if you experience like a lower income or something that affects how you can get costumes or garments. It's not even just drag, like garments or you know, you need to repurpose something, and it makes your life easier.
Yeah.
Just learn how to sew, just learn how to do the basics, you know, and just go from there. Learn how to sew.
Yes.
That's 2 costuming ones back to back.
That
What am
is-
I must be thinking about my costumes.
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to revamp some
I
stuff.
need to remake some stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I know how to sew. I don't always have time to sew everything, but it is nice even to be able to sew on a button.
Sew on a button, or if you buy something and it's just a little too big
Yeah.
in like a little area and you need to take it in.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to do it for yourself instead of paying some alteration company or a friend that knows how to sew and they want to charge you out the wazoo to fucking do it.
Because who knows what we're going to have to do in a couple weeks. But mine would be, I would say, the 2-finger contour rule. So you're going to take your index finger and your middle finger, and you're going to put it on the corner of your mouth up towards your ear. And that way it helps so your contour should not go any lower. Like, it shouldn't drop low, because I feel like sometimes when girls contour, sometimes they get it too low, and then it doesn't really enhance your cheekbones. So it's just kind of like a 2-finger thing, so you know where to kind of start your contour so it looks natural on your face.
Gotcha.
So that's what
I'm going to combat that though.
Oh, do it.
I'm going to combat that.
Okay.
I think sometimes, depending on people's face shapes, you have to contour lower.
Oh, okay.
Because what I've been doing
Let's
lately...
have the higher cheekbones.
Sure. Anyways. Oh my God, as I was saying before I so rudely interrupted. No, because what I've been doing lately is I've actually been contouring all of this. I've been contouring all of like this like little C underneath my cheekbone
So
to the back of my ear.
You've been doing that?
I've been contouring all of this, and then
Oh.
I'll highlight right past the corner of my lip, just to give me a little bit definition right there, because I have a fuller, puffier face these days, and so
Okay.
it's a way to slim your face. But you got to be careful.
Okay.
You got to be careful, because if you contour it too much, it look like you didn't shave.
Shoot. So if you have higher cheekbones like me, you can use the 2-finger rule.
And if you have filler that's shifted like me, you can just do what I do and just smear it on like cat shit.
Typically, I just paint a paper towel these days and
Oh
glue
God,
it
that
on.
would be so lovely.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for the day that they invent that thing where you just lay the makeup out and then you just smash your face into it. I could get concussed and
ready.
beautiful.
Walking out there like...
Well, I mean, I already do with all the tequila shots.
That's true.
So it'd be an easy breezy for me.
I saw you last night. You forgot. I'm just kidding. You weren't there last night.
I had to think about it, bitch. That's not fair. I wish y'all could have seen that in real time, because I literally just went, wait, huh? I was like, I went out last night?
Zena!
God,
No,
I
you
hate
were
her.
you were a good girl last night.
I was at home.
I know, you were a good girl.
I was at home being a wife. I made a lovely dinner. I cleaned the house. I was
Dang.
playing Fortnite naked. No, I wasn't doing all that. I did clean the house and make dinner.
I love that.
Yeah.
Look at you being a little Betty.
I love being a housewife.
Yeah.
I just need him to make more money so I can truly be one.
Well, there we go.
But also,
RJ, get on it.
no, he does good. He does
No,
good. He
he
does
does.
good. No. So,
We love him. We love you.
I know. We need to have him as guest. I don't know what we talk about. Cannabis and canvases. I don't know.
Okay, well.
What the fuck was what? He
Kansas.
doesn't paint.
Is he paint?
No, he doesn't paint. He's not fucking Bob Ross.
Happy trees.
I bet there are happy trees.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think
I just-
we've come to the end of the road on this
I
one.
think I broke Bishop. The end of the tunnel.
The end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of every tunnel.
Yeah, this little light of mine.
Van is gonna be the.
I'm gonna be like the fucking security guard at night of the museum, just pacing with the fucking flashlight.
If you can see me,
Do you have children in your car?
Run to the
Are they yours? Do you have their birth certificates?
run to the light, Carol Ann.
Pearl.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us today. If you like what you heard, please follow us on the socials at Loose Lips Lipstick Pod on Instagram, or you can email us at looselipslipstick@gmail.com. You can find me on all the socials at Miss Kennedy Ann Scott.
You can find me across all social media platforms at The Only Vanity, and my Venmo is vanity-play. So if you would like to send me money, give it.
I want to send my money, yeah. Not to you.
Oh. To the starving children that's not giving government funding because we're too busy worrying about the queens.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my gosh. And my Venmo is at Miss Kennedy Ann. So, Send us money.
We sound like, yeah, so I can become a housewife.
Yeah, let's make a campaign.
Hoe to a housewife.
Yeah.
Bombshell to butterball.
Who put the grapes in the potato salad? Thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your week. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
We read upon your pout, let all our little secrets out. Got those loose lips speaking fast, a reputation built to last. With that dangerous allure and a single glance, it's a sweet